Now started streaming. Let me check to see if I'm streaming. I'm your host Mike Pugh of the Virtual Intel channel. Make uh whatever. So we're streaming live, and I'm just gonna double check to make sure that I don't mess up this stream, because sometimes, when you live stream, you can end up causing some issues for your live stream if you don't check everything beforehand. So let's go in. By the way, this live stream is about the AI art tool known as GFPGAN. So as you see right here, we have the GFPGAN website through huggingface.co. So this is the web page, the main web page for GFPGAN. And for what I know so far, I haven't had to pay anything for all the AI art restorations I've been performing. So this is really an amazing tool. It's awesome if you're trying to create AI art and for some reason you're getting lower quality than what you want. And for the most part, AI art is not 100% accurate. It might not even be 70% accurate, but it can produce very high quality images no matter what the question is in your mind as to what the image actually looks like. But in actuality, AI art is dope in my mind, because I know I can't come up with something looking like this lady here on my own. I may have to use something like the MetaHuman creator to create her face, and then I would have to get an outfit somewhere created by maybe a 3D artist or something like that, because I'm not really that talented in 3D art to be able to craft something of this nature that looks like this. So that's why I love the AI art tools that are available. If y'all folks never heard of an AI art tool, I highly recommend for you to go learn about it. One of the most recent things about it in dealing with AI art, they have AI art tools known as Midjourney, Stable Diffusion. They have DALL-E 2. So there's different types of software that are out there that are available either on the cloud through your web browser, or it could be something available through a desktop application or software that can be downloaded on your computer. So that's pretty dope that we have the availability to use these things, and they have paid versions and they also have free versions. So I like to use free everything. That's what I pretty much showcase on my channel when it comes to technology. So I'm showing y'all folks this tool today. So what does GFPGAN actually do for your AI art? What it does is it takes the face and it can restore the face, so it can enhance the facial features and improve on it. So this was one of the images I wanted to try and test to see if I can get it to work. So what we're going to do, I'm going to run this tool on version 1.4. I will try it on these other versions, but I want to try it for now on 1.4, and I'm going to try about, I would say, maybe 5 different images to see how it improves the quality of the image. Now, I do have tips for people who want to use this as an AI art tool to enhance their photos or images or whatever they want to restore. You can also restore old images. So if you have an old image of yourself or a family member or whatever the case may be, you can try to enhance it as well. And it doesn't necessarily have to have a face in it. But if you're using a face, what I recommend for you to do is make sure you apply symmetry to like your AI art. So if you go on through Stable Diffusion and you try to create a AI art portrait of some sort of a human character, maybe it's a robot that has eyes or whatever, and you want the eyes to stand out and look better, you want the nose, want every little part to look better, you can use this GFPGAN to help facelift it, basically. So I'll show you the original image and then I'll show you the final outcome. So let's go. We're going to go to my favorite image editor, MS Paint, where I actually created this thumbnail, this image thumbnail for YouTube videos. So actually, I'm going to show y'all folks in another video, maybe after this one, maybe another live stream, of how to create these YouTube videos using my favorite editor, MS Paint, Microsoft Paint. So I don't use anything of a paid version editor. I use something very basic, and I could use the basic fonts in here. I don't really, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care whether or not it's going to be something looking super duper dope in terms of the text, but I love to use MS Paint. So let me just show y'all folks. We're going to go into the file, open it up, and let me find where that particular file is. So that particular file is here. We're going to open it up. We're not going to save, and I want y'all folks to see, we're going to scale it up a little bit so you can see the imperfections. So as you see, there's a lot of pixel issues. Let me bring you closer so you can see what I'm talking about. So you look at the eyes, right? The eyes, you can't really make out the shape of the eye that well. You got the outer shape, but the pupil and, you know, all of the rest of the eye is not really that well defined here on the left eye. And the right eye doesn't look that great. Now, if you look at the lips, the pixels kind of got screwed up here when the AI went in to try to create the face. So some things are not that perfect. If you see and look at the pixel quality here, it's not really that great. So right now I'm at 400 resolution magnification, so 400 times. So we're going to go all the way up to 800 so you can see the scale difference when we move over the restored image. So this is the quality that you see here. Now I'm going to open it up again, but I'm going to download the restored one that I already restored, or how would you say facelifted. So we're going to download it, and I'll show you the file sizes in the future as well, because there's file size differentials as well that you'll get to notice. Hold on one second. Just have to change this over just to change the name. And I'm going to take this image and basically create a new name for it so I don't overwrite it. And for those who are brand new to this type of stuff using MS Paint, if y'all want me to do any special videos, go back all the way to the beginning to understand, so you can understand how to use MS Paint. And if you don't understand how pixel sizes work, how you can improve pixel sizes, I'll make some videos on that for those who are brand new, because, you know, people of all ages could be watching these videos. I have no idea who's going to be watching them, but eventually someone of a different age obviously is going to watch it. So not everybody is the same in their skill level. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to open up that image. Actually, I have to open up a new MS Paint. So let me just try to run MS Paint again, bring it to a larger scale, and then open that image that I created for her. So I don't know why it's not there. Let me go back to my folder, and maybe for some reason, yeah, it didn't download properly. Sometimes these files don't download properly, so you're gonna have to delete it and go back and try to do it again. So I had issues with that, trying to download from the GFPGAN. So the problem was that if you switch from JPEG file where it says save as type and you go to all files, and then you don't go back to JPEG file, it won't know what to save it in what file type. So see, it says save as type, so that's probably what happened. So I'm gonna do it again, but I will change it to, I think it's going to be FEM5. Let me double check, go back to all, but this time I'm going to switch it to JPEG. Okay, so it's FEM5 and I put EN for enhanced. So there we go. We're going to go back to MS Paint again. And now we got it right here, FEM5 EN. Okay, so file, open, FEM5 EN, open, don't save, and there we go. Now this one, when it comes in, it's already at a huge scale, if you can see. So it's already at 800 magnification, I believe, because I have it at 4096 by 5120 pixels, as opposed to, let's see, the other size, 512 by 640 pixels. So it looks like it's up 10 times. It looks like a 10 times enhancement. So in terms of graphical quality, it looks close to 10 times. So as you can see, on a much higher magnification, look at the pixel quality and look at the eyes. That is a crazy, crazy flip. From this to this. Now let's bring down the nose and bring down the lips, and you'll see the lips differential in the nose. Look at that, and look at this. Big difference. So the image pixel size quality matters. Trust me, when you're trying to like use this as maybe a graphic for some real image in the real world that you're trying to, you know, bring to life, or whatever the case may be, and maybe you want to put it on a t-shirt, you want to put it as a painting, or whatever you're trying to bring into the real world and realized view, it's not going to appeal if you have very low quality pixels. So what you want to do is you want to enhance those pixels, and you definitely want to up the ante on the pixel size. So with respect to the ratio between one pixel to the next and how high the pixels are. So that, I believe, there's another name for it, which I'm kind of having a brain fart at the moment, but it's okay. I'm not worried about it. But let's bring it down in size, and you'll see how much better it looks as a full image or a full portrait. So let me bring the other one down in scale, and so you can see the difference. Hold on one second. Bring it down. As you can see, that graphic doesn't look as good, right? So, and then she looks more real. This looks like a real human. The other one kind of looks like a character, like an anime character. So if you want like an anime style, you might want to use this reference here, but maybe swap the lips or something like that, and then you'll get that kind of anime look. But either way, you're going to get a better version if you're trying to go and upgrade it through the GFPGAN software for face restoration and image restoration. It's pretty dope. So we're going to go further. We're going to try more. So let's go into some archives that I've done for these types of images and see the ones that I want to try to play with. So we have different ones like this one. We want to see if this could bring real eyes and make her face look real. So we'll try that one. Let's just do that one for now. But I can go in and check out some other ones as well. This one looks dope. I might want to leave the eyes the same way. So this one I'll do as well. So for now, I'll just do three of them. And let's just keep going just to see if we got much more. That's the one I just did. This one most definitely I want to try. So the first two and this one. So actually, let's just start with this one. So I got to download it. I'm using Google Drive, by the way. And how I got these actual images, I generated it using Stable Diffusion. So Stable Diffusion is another AI art tool, and I mentioned it in the beginning of the live stream, but it's a pretty powerful and potent tool. If y'all folks want to learn how to use that, I made some live streams previous to this one. You can go and check out those. You can also check out tons of YouTube creators around the planet who are trying to learn how to use this. But for face value, I believe a lot of the tutorials I'm putting out is pretty thorough because I really dug deep as I could, and I'm trying not to miss any ground coverage on what you should know in terms of certain information. So I really try to dig into the information. So what we're going to do, we're going to give her a name. It's going to be Fem6, and then save it. All right. So what we do is we go over. So if you never used the GFPGAN, this is how to use it. It starts out with blank everything should be blank. So I'm going to clear everything. You can go down and hit this clear button if you had something up in the screen already. There's a clear button. There's a submit button. They have this wait thing. Don't worry about the wait unless you're using the code former. So this tab here, but don't worry about code former. Don't worry about restore former yet. You want to work on version 1.4 if you're just starting out. That's what I recommend. And then what you want to do is either drag or drop an image into this box. Everything else you can just read it. It's really not going to do anything but give you information about it. So don't worry about that. Everything else above it is just to navigate to other places outside of this page on huggingface.co. So I gave the link to this actual location as well, so you can check the video's description area for this live stream, and you should be able to get to it. So I'm going to click here instead of drag and drop, because drag and drop is just going to take more time. So just click it, and then I'm just going to search for that image, and the image is right here, Fem6, and I'm open. So that's all you have to do. Find the image from a folder on your computer that you downloaded it to, and then open it. And then from there, you just click submit, and it's that simple. But what you want to do is give it a scale. So you want to scale it up. When it says rescaling factor, this is about how much times do you want the pixels to actually size up. So in order for you to know what size you want it, you have to look at the pixel size. So to look at the pixel size, you can go into your folder. So we're going to go into the folder that I downloaded it to on my computer. So you just hover over the folder and it shows you the dimensions of the pixels as soon as you hover over it. I don't know if a Mac computer does it that way, but I know Windows computers do that. So you go hover over any file that has an image file type, JPEG, PNG. It could be what's the other file? It's like the older file type. I forgot the name of that one, but whatever. You can do target file types, all different types of image file types. You can look at those, and those image files will give you the pixel when you hover over it. So you get the pixel dimension. So it's 512 by 640. Now, if you want to enhance that, you can enhance that and change it by a factor of whatever multiple you want to multiply it by. So say you wanted to go up to 4,000 dimension by such and such amount of thousand. So if you wanted to turn the 512 into 4,000, you would have to multiply obviously by 8. So the factor in the rescaling would have to be 8 that you're inserting here. If you want to go up higher to like 8,000 pixels for the 512, then you would have to multiply it by 16. So I'll do that. I'll show you. So we're going to go 16. That's the rescaling factor. And once you're done with that, you just hit submit. And then you just have to wait. And it's going to take some time for it to process. You know, wait a little while. And then once it's done, you'll see if it improved anything, enhanced the face, enhanced the eyes, or whatever the case may be. And it's really that simple. Once you do that, you should be good. And I recommend for you to get that rescale factor the way you really want it, because then it's really gonna give you the size that you need, that you're looking for. Now this one, I might want to rescale it by the factor of 2 and then reinsert it back into the program and try it again, and it may improve the eyes. So we'll do that. We'll go to 2. It might cause an error because I already inserted that image file. I noticed if I tried the same exact image too many times, it's going to cause that problem. Hold on one second. I got a call. Hold on one second. Actually, I'm going to text the person real quick because I'm trying to do a live stream, but I'll tell them what I have to tell them real quick. Hold on one second. Because I got to feed my cats in like a few minutes. All right, so we got that done. We're going to submit and try to see what it does on the 2 scale instead of the 16 scale. Because the 16 scale is going to give it 8,000, but I don't want the 8,000 right now. I want to just try to download this one and then reinsert it. So I'll show you 2 times 500 is going to be 1000. So you'll see it's going to be a 1000 size that's going to come up. So we already know it's FEM6. We don't have to go and look for it. And enhanced, and we'll put 1000 because that's the size that it's going to be. And we'll open it up, show in folder, and if I hover over it, you'll see it's 1024 by 1280. Okay, so that's that. And let me just try to reinsert it. We're going to exit, go back in and reinsert it. And then we'll take this up by a factor of 8. Because now I want that to turn into 8000. And it may enhance even more. Sometimes if you enhance something that was already enhanced, it's going to look bad. So you don't want to do it twice. But for this case, I want to see if the eyes get improved a little bit more, which I think it's going to do. Because the eyes were really, really bad. So let's see, we should get eyeballs here. And well-defined eyes. So I gotta go and feed my cats. Unfortunately, this is gonna end this session right now, but I wanted y'all folks to see the eyes are now starting to develop and become more real looking. It's getting rid of the red. So if you wanted to do that, you can keep going and try one more time, and then you go back to MS Paint and then cut out the eyes and superimpose them as a transparency on top of whatever image that you wanted of the actual really stylish looking outfit. Because as you try to restore more and more and more, the colors will start to get a little blurry and not look that good. So that's what I've been doing. I'll show y'all folks in another video on how to do that. But it's really, really simple to do. You just have to know how to use MS Paint and use the transparency cutout stuff, and then you should be good. But I'm gonna go feed the cats, and I'll try to jump back into this live stream mode. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna go probably 3 different live streams today because this topic is really hot and it's really something that could benefit a great deal of people out there. I'll see y'all folks next time. Joe, love and peace to all. Mike Pugh signing off. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully in the next live stream I'll get to show y'all the other 2 faces restored, and I'll try to restore this one a little bit further, then do the eye swap. But other than that, I'm out. Peace.